Hi children. So after studying about different type of diseases, let us see what are the causes of diseases. Diseases are caused by pathogens like virus, bacteria, protozoans or worms. So next is poor health and undernourishment is another cause for the disease. Malfunctioning of body parts at times causes disease. Environmental pollution and genetic disorders also causes diseases. So let us say what are infectious diseases, infectious agents. The agents which cause infectious diseases are called as pathogens. These are viruses, bacteria, fungi, protozoans, and worms. So let us see the infectious agents and diseases. Viruses cause common cold, measles, influenza, mumps, chickenpox, AIDS, hepatitis B, etc. Bacteria or common diseases like cholera, typhoid, tuberculosis, tetanus, anthrax, and food poisoning. Fungi causes skin infections. Protozoans causes malaria, kala azar, amoebic dysentery, and sleeping sickness. Worms causes intestinal infections and elephantiasis. Means of spread of what are the means of spread of these infectious agents? First is through air, common cold, tuberculosis, and pneumonia, or which causes disease through air, through water or cholera and amoebic dysentery, through vectors or malaria, dengue, and yellow fever, etc. Flies, typhoid, tuberculosis, diarrhea, and dysentery. All these are some of the agents which causes diseases through sexual contact or by syphilis and AIDS. AIDS virus can also spread through blood transfusion and from the mother to her child through during pregnancy and through breastfeeding also. AIDS virus can be caused organ-specific and tissue-specific manifestations. Diseases causing microbes enter the body by different means and go to different organs and tissues. Microbes which enter through the nose are likely to go to the lungs first, which enter the nose, which will go into lungs, and then bacteria which causes tuberculosis for lungs. Microbes which enter through the mouth are likely to stay in the gut, bacteria which causes typhoid, or liver, bacteria which causes jaundice also. Virus which causes AIDS enter the body through sexual organs. So there are genital organs in our body. Through that, during sexual contact, and spreads through the lymph to all parts of the body and damage the immune system. Virus which causes Japanese encephalitis, that is called as brain fever, enters the body through mosquito bite and goes and infects the brain. So these are some of the diseases which causes through different agents. First is nose to lungs, that is tuberculosis, mouth and stained gut like bacteria which causes typhoid, bacteria or liver which causes jaundice, and AIDS is through sexual contact and damages the immune system, and then virus which causes Japanese encephalitis or brain fever enters the body through mosquito bite. Japanese encephalitis is through mosquito bite and goes and infects the brain. Okay. Next is principles of treatment. The treatment of infectious diseases consists of two steps. They are first is to reduce the effects of the disease symptoms. First is to reduce the symptoms, and then you have to kill the disease causing agent. To kill the microbe is the second step. First is to reduce the effect of the disease. How are you going to reduce the effect of the diseases? This can be done by taking medicines to bring down effects of the diseases like fever, pain, or loose motions, and by taking bed rest to conserve our energy. So you have to take medicine first to reduce the effect of the symptoms, and like fever. First of all, when you get some infection, the body temperature obviously raises. So you have to take bed rest to conserve our energy to kill the microbes. This can be done by taking suitable antibiotics and drugs which kill the microbes, and the disease will be cured. Principles of prevention. So as you all know, prevention is better than cure. What are the methods we have to follow for the prevention of a particular disease? They can be of general ways and specific ways. General ways of prevention are public hygiene is most important for hygiene, prevention of infectious diseases, proper and sufficient food. First one is hygiene. Hygiene is very important. Public hygiene is most important. And next is proper and sufficient food for everyone will make people Healthy and to resist infection. Airborne diseases can be prevented by living in conditions that are not crowded. So during COVID, we have experienced a lot airborne diseases. Airborne COVID is a best example for airborne disease, and waterborne diseases also can be prevented by the measures which we take. Specific ways of prevention. The specific ways to prevent infectious diseases by immunization. First thing is vaccine. Now we are all waiting for COVID vaccine. Vaccines actually provide immunity from infectious diseases like tetanus, diphtheria, whooping cough, measles, polio, etc. Our body has an immune system which fights microbial infection. Our body by default consists of an immune system. When the system first sees an infectious microbe, it kills the microbe and remembers it. So if the microbe enters the body, the next time it responds more vigorously. Vaccines mimic the infectious microbe and strengthens our immune system and protects the body from infectious diseases. So there are two ways of prevention of a disease. First one is you have to reduce the effects of the disease by reducing the symptoms, and then next is killing the microbes. So there are general ways and specific ways. General ways is just by maintaining proper hygiene in and around us. So personal hygiene is important, as well as surroundings hygiene is also important. Next is airborne diseases can be prevented by in a condition where it should not be overcrowded. Waterborne diseases also can be prevented with this. Specific ways is by taking vaccines. Vaccines, what do they provide? Immunity from infectious diseases like tetanus, diphtheria, whooping cough, measles, polio, etc. And our body, we are all waiting for COVID vaccine. Now our body has an immune system by default which fight against microbial infection. When this system first sees an infectious microbe, it kills the microbe and remembers it. So this is what takes place actually. So these are some of the factors which can reduce the disease in human beings. So these are the measures you have to take to reduce the disease.